What's up, guys? Trey for TreyCatXO here. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to make millions of bells in Animal Crossing without needing treasure islands and only needing a friend. Now, to get this started, what we're going to do is do two things simultaneously. The first is looking for a selling price. So what we're going to do is head over to Nook's Cranny, and our goal here is to get a good selling price that is in the higher numbers for us to make money. So the best way to do this is to look for something around 300 plus. The highest you can go is 660. Now, if you get that, I would just instantly be like, that's the one, and aim for that because you're going to be making a ton of bells. Now, don't worry too much if you don't find a good selling price right away. You can time skip in order to find a better day with a better selling price. I will show you how to do that later in this video once we've set up and understand what we're actually looking for. Now, here I'm going to actually show you what a good selling price will look like once you get to Nook's Cranny. And what you want to do is as soon as you find this, you want the other person to then find the lowest price as fast as they can, because you have to remember, you only have so much time to actually lock in the selling price and use it to your advantage. This is best done by going to 8 a.m. because that's when Nook's Crannies opens. And then you have 4 hours until it hits noon, because once noon hits, a new price will show up. Now, like I said, you're going to be doing these two things simultaneously. Now, while I was doing the selling price, my wife here, Kimmy, who you have heard in the other videos and short form videos, is going to be looking for a good buying price of the turnips from Daisy May. Now, a good thing to note when it comes to the buying price is that it can only range from 90 bells to 110 bells. So realistically, if you get something around the 400, 500, and even maybe 600 range for the selling price, realistically, whatever you buy at will not really matter because you're going to be making a profit regardless. However, obviously, the lower you go, the better you will have of a profit. Therefore, if you really want to min-max this, you will want to go towards anything under probably 100 bells for your buying price. Now, once we've actually found the selling and buying price that we're looking for, we need to start setting up to actually start making those sales so we can start making our bells. Now, there's two methods that I would suggest doing this. What you want to do for the first one is you want to get as many turnips as you can and put them on the ground. Then what you're going to do in batches is head over to the other island and just sell over and over and over again. The other way you could do it is between each batch, you're just going to go between islands. So you're going to bring over the exact amount of money that you need to buy a maxed inventory of turnips, which is 4,000 of them. And then you're going to go back to the other island and sell. And then you're going to come back again and then go back again and just do that over and over again. Now, if you have a lot of communication with your partner who you're doing this with, it's pretty easy just to go back and forth. Both of these methods will work really well. It's really what you prefer. If you're trying to min-max your time, probably doing it in batch and then just going to the island over and over again to sell is the best way to do it. But it's really up to you at the end of the day. Now, really quickly, I'll go over time skipping. That way you guys know how to do this in order to find the days for buying and selling. What you want to do is go over to your system settings and you want to go down to the date and time. Basically, what you want to do is go to the time that they open the store or that Daisy May will spawn in. Now, there's a few things that you want to note and make sure that you don't do when doing these trades and time skipping. First things first, when it comes to buying the turnips, once you have bought the turnips, do not time skip, because if you do, they will go run and you will have spent all that bells and lose them permanently. The second thing is you have to remember you only have so much time to buy and sell for the bells. Turnips are bought at 5 a.m. from Daisy May, and then at 12 o'clock, they will change price, just like Nook's Cranny changes at 12 o'clock. But they only open at 8 a.m., so you have a 4-hour IRL window in order to buy and sell all of your turnips. The third thing is that once you found a good buying or selling price, do not time skip. So for example, in this video, we hit $5.96 for our selling price. You do not want to time skip, and you cannot come back to that again and get the same price. So if you accidentally time skip thinking you can go do something else and then come back, you cannot. So make sure you stay on that day and utilize the time you have. The fourth thing is that if you actually want more time to buy and sell, instead of doing what we did in this video, start your day at 12 p.m. while looking for the selling price to Nook's Cranny, because if you do that, you'll have from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. to buy and sell, giving you much more time. And the one time that you have to actually worry about more is Daisy May, but that's 5 a.m. to 12 p.m., which gives you still 7 hours IRL to do this method. Now, once everything is put together, we've considered everything, it's time to start making our bells. So what we're going to do is open up our island. Now, depending on how you want to start this, you can either start on the person who is buying the turnips, or you could start by having the person who bought the initial turnips go over and start selling. Or, like I said, you could have the one person who's buying the turnips just buy an absolute ton of them and then just go over, grab, and sell, and then just split it after. Or, you know what? However you want to do it, you can do it that way. But what we're going to do is open up the islands, go back and forth. We're going to be selling and buying over and over again, and you're going to have lots of time to do this over and over again. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is that you guys can do this as long as you want. If you want to use the full time, either the 4 hours or even maybe the 7 hours that you can be given to do this, you can. Just understand, if you have really gotten a good buying price and selling price, you're going to be making a lot within, I would say, a few hours. With how high we had a selling price and the buying price not even being that great, we were able to make nearing like 20 to 30 million bells, and we only did this for about 3 hours, seriously. So if you do it for the full time, you're probably looking at like 50 plus million bells. And if you really need that many, I mean, go for it, but that's completely up to you. Now, the only reason I'm really saying this is so you have a general idea on how long it's going to take to be doing this method and how much you need to do in order to, say, make like 10 million bells if that's all you want. It's not really that long. You don't have to go at this for like an entire day if you want to make a decent amount of bells. But if you want a lot of bells for comfortability, yeah, do it for a day. After that, you probably won't need to do it for a good long time. So I hope this video helps. I hope you guys can go make yourself millions of bells, so that way you guys are too ready for 3.0 update in January. As always, friends, if this video does help you, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as turn on notifications, and we'll see you guys all in the next video.